Okay, hey guys. I'm waiting for the kids right now. Waiting to pick up the kids from school. So I wanted to go ahead and try to record a quick little video. This one I'm definitely going to be breaking down into like, I don't know how many, because, you know, I don't have as much time this week because I'm watching the kids. But anyway, okay, so I want to talk about abandonment issues. This is a really big thing. Abandonment issues is, it's really, really, really big. Okay, this can affect a lot of people, and a lot of people are affected by or have some type of abandonment issue. They don't even know it. You might have heard about this. I'm sure you've heard about it because it's so popular, and it's also a popular topic. Okay, but it really does affect people. It really does. It affects people big time. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just start reading down the list and everything. Like I said, this video is gonna end up being like several, because this is a major topic. Okay, and especially for men, I don't think men realize how affected they are by this right here. And this is the reason why I'm bringing this out, because sometimes you won't listen to your wife, or sometimes you won't listen to your mother, or sometimes you won't listen to a friend or whatever, right? But you'll listen to a stranger or some other woman. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm going to talk about this, because I think there's a lot of men out here that need to hear this information. And for whatever reason, maybe you'll hear it from me versus whoever out there has probably told you that you have abandonment issues. Okay, let me just read this. I'm just going to read it. Okay, abandonment issues, often stemming from past experiences of loss or neglect, are characterized by a deep-seated fear of being left or rejected, leading to anxiety or difficulty in forming and maintaining healthy relationships. Okay, so so it's probably going to go through this. Here's a more detailed explanation on abandonment issues. It says, underlying fear. At the core, abandonment issues involve a persistent fear of being abandoned, rejected, or left behind, which can manifest in various ways. Okay? How does having abandonment issue affect a relationship? This fear can significantly impact relationships, leading to difficulties in trusting others, feeling insecure, and even sabotaging relationships to avoid potential hurt. This is really big. Okay? So, for example, let's say you're dating somebody. She's super hot, okay? She's amazing. She's beautiful. She is like, the bomb. She cooks for you. She cleans for you. She has sex whenever you want. Okay, 3 and 4 times a day. And she's everything you want in the way that she looks. She is just your trophy and everything, your number one stunner. And you are just amazed that you even found anybody like her, and she actually likes you back. Okay, all that. She's all that in a bag of chips. Okay. That girl right there, she's your main squeeze, right? And you are like maybe a few months in, whatever, maybe even a year, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, she's so fine. Everybody else thinks she's fine too. I bet you she has a lot of other men who are after her. She probably has 16 other guys trying to get at her. And like, she probably wants them more than me. They probably make more money than me. Why would she want somebody like me? I'm not. You know what? She's going to leave me. Oh my God. I bet you she's going to leave me. She's probably cheating on me right now. I don't even know. You know what? She probably is. So let me just go on ahead and let me just run away from her. Let me dump her. Let me just go ahead and give her a reason to not want to be with me. And let me act out. Let me act real crazy so that I give her a reason to want to leave me, or I just leave first. Let me just go ahead and leave now before she dumps me, because I just can't believe this amazing woman would actually want to get with me. So I'll just go on ahead and I'll just leave right now. Okay. That's called self-sabotage, or that's called sabotaging the relationship. That's what that's called, sabotaging the relationship. And that's what this is talking about. I'm going to read it again. It says, this fear can significantly impact relationships, leading to difficulties in trusting others, feeling insecure, and even sabotaging relationships to avoid potential hurt. Okay? My other holder for my video is broken. And like I said, I am leading up to picking up the boys. So, okay, anyway, here we go. That is how having this fear of abandonment will literally impact your relationships, okay? Possible origins. These issues can often arise from experiencing a loss, neglect, or trauma during childhood where individuals may have felt unsafe and unloved. Okay? This is where this begins. For whatever reason, if you felt unsafe, unloved, neglected, your mother was gone all the time, maybe she left and you didn't know if she was going to come back or whatever, right? You hold on to people real tight because you have abandonment issues. You might even not only hold on to one person, you might need multiple lovers, multiple people. You might need all kinds of attention. Why? Because the more the merrier, and you feel like that's less likely you're going to be abandoned. Okay, you know who's a good example of this in the celebrity world? You know Mariah Carey's baby daddy? What's his name? I forgot what his name is. Anyway, Nick Cannon. He's a perfect example of that. He thinks he's just never going to be abandoned because he has so many kids. Okay. I mean, he's going to be broke too. Well, you know, I'm sure he's the master of his money. But anyway, people like that, they tend to be like, they tend to think like, you know, they tend to have abandonment issues. Okay? So I am sharing that with you because this is a big deal. This affects people, affects your relationships. You know what I'm saying? And you might even self-sabotage the good relationship that you have with somebody. Okay? Because by having to have multiple women, okay? Because you do need so much attention. Okay? So I want you to think about that. And I'm picking up the kids. I'm going to be continuing this conversation.